president's son, a crazy man, I believe, urged by some of the crazier ones in our midst, within the presidency, around the executives, decided to malign me again over this 5 million. Can you believe? Can you believe that this party of ours, at their last meeting at the stadium in Accra, that last big meeting, they invited this character who was making a false allegation against me onto the platform like we are standing right now. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. I ask myself, what is going on in this party? Who is in charge? What's going on with these executives? So, you people, open your eyes well. Open your mind properly. Otherwise, you're going to be taken through some serious political 419. Oh, we are just the tip. Yamanu Dorsu. Eya Bufupa. But my Yama drinks, I'll leave it at that. Me country till the appropriate time. Secondly, no, me country, I'm sharing these things with you because during that period, during the revolutionary period, when we used to go around the conscientization exercise, I used to tell people that this man who's smiling at you, treating you well in front of your face, whenever you sleep behind the cell in the bars, and he brings you the food, he uses his foot to push it inside. By that time you are asleep, so you don't know how he treats you with contempt. This man, you don't seem to give much of a damn about. The other one, you are awake, you are asleep. He respectfully carries it, passes it through, and puts it on the floor for you with his hands. A man like this is not treating you with contempt as the one who pushes it with his leg. If you were awake, he will use his leg. I know what we've been through. I know what I've been through. Etc. Disgusting things. Painful things. I feel really bad about it, but I guess I have to cultivate the graciousness, the spirit of some of our chiefs. No matter how much we trample on them, they just accommodate it. But it has a limit. Because when you are beginning to distort and you are destroying our principles completely, and we are going off guard, foolish things like what happened to that captain is what happens. Which reminds me actually that another reason why I think I want to contain the booms today is because of what has happened. Yesterday I said it. Let me remind you once again. This killing of this officer is not the only one. Others have happened, especially to women. I said this killing children right on this machine is another one. I don't know whether he stole some fish in the morning. You should see what they did to him. It's horrible. There was a time I would see, there are about 2 such videos where elderly people, men, women, elderly, have been kicked, booted, doing karate practice. I couldn't understand the language. In Africa, Africans, and trying to cripple them and burn them. Burn them. Poor old folks. I'm sure it's because the damn idiots, excuse my word, my choice of it, amongst them, the community must have been accusing them of witchcraft and wizardry. Your mother's mother, your grandmother, your grandfather. I wanted to send this video around the continent, inviting other heads of state to search for those responsible for it and to punish them. If not, this thing will continue. Little did I know that down the line, a year later, I'll be seeing this horror in my own country. No. It's been happening not by a mob. Maybe we don't see them. Individuals have been suffering. It's reported in the papers, those we read and see. I kept asking, let's deal with some of these characters briefly. The manner in which armed robbers, a retired officer, I don't know whether he spent 30, 40 minutes fighting off armed robbers. Everybody in the community, nobody wanted to open his door. Following morning, found him dead, butchered, fighting alone. Some of them, it's not enough for them to rob you. They'll rob and rape the women, the young ladies. This kind of... Ladies and gentlemen, let me say it. Together with Nana, my wife, we have faced the most unimaginable consequences trying to protect and defend these principles. Very cruel insults and humiliations have been designed and are still being designed to shed off any influence that I may still command even at the political party, in the political party that was founded and built by us. Ladies and gentlemen, to the comrades whose tenacity has provided the voice of conscience within this country and the NDC, I am profoundly grateful. We owe you a debt of gratitude. Ladies and gentlemen, there have been times in the past when I felt true, like saying, stop the train and let me get off. The only thing that has, however, prevented me from doing so is the plight the remaining good people would face. Such a departure would allow the enemies of greed and avarice and dishonesty to further deepen their claws on you and the party. We squandered many opportunities to clean up and to restore the June 4th principles in the party. Ladies and gentlemen, nobody is saying don't make money. Make it good and clean. But not some of the ones that I've known. Sickening. The kind of greed, selfishness. Look at where it landed us. Or is it because this government is not behaving the way Kufuor did in his time? So we think, yeah, we're okay? I know what's going on. I know some of the things they are running into. And in spite of that, a vehicle is a... No, next time. Ladies and gentlemen, let me remind people that we could not have possibly forgotten that generals were executed 79 in the rage and anger because of corruption. The greed, corruption, and injustice of today, believe it or not, is 1,000 times more than what these generals were executed for. And if we are unable to restore a fair measure of integrity into our dealings, then the blood of many would have been shed in vain. If we cannot get our claws off and allow for fresh leadership to emerge, then we shall sink even further.